forgot to record this class. So now you can see, for example, let account balance equals 1,000. Let second number equals 15. Console.log, your account balance is first num. Now I've removed first num and I'm supposed to update it here with account balance and not first num. So if I console.log your account balance is plus first num, it will give me your account balance is undefined, which means first num is not recognized. Where are you getting first num from? I don't have any variable like first num. If this is not a variable, just put a double quote around it. So when I see that this is undefined, all I have to do is erase it and put the right variable name there, which is ACCBAL, for me to be able to bring my 1,000 down to this location. I don't know if it's clear.
It's very clear.
Thank God. We move like this.
It's clear, very clear.
Very, very, very clear. So this is how you should type it in JavaScript. You understand? You have to type it like this in JavaScript. But don't forget, before you begin, in your HTML file, you have to link your JavaScript just before your closing body tag. Just before your closing body tag in HTML. All right. You have to link your JavaScript. So make sure that your JavaScript file is saved with .js. Then before you close your HTML, open the script tag, add src, which is the script source. This script which you are typing, which is your JavaScript file name that you have saved, you are going to add it in here as a source in your script tag of your HTML. So this can be called account.js, acc.js, which we normally create every time we want to create our program. So I'll close the script tag. All right. So now the computer will always communicate with this script in your JavaScript file.
Sorry, sorry. This thing you just did now, is it that you are trying to? I thought you said you wanted to link HTML to JavaScript.
Yes, that's what I've done.
Okay, is that what you have done here?
Yes, that's what I've done. This one line of code is to link your JavaScript to your HTML. So this is HTML. HTML ends here now. This is closing body, and this is closing HTML. This one is JavaScript file separate that we have created. This one is a JavaScript file.
So the acc.js is the file name, right?
Yes, it's the file name. You know, you will create acc.html, acc.css, acc.js. Yeah.
JS, yeah.
So this is where you use acc.js.
Okay.
Yes, because JavaScript has to work with your HTML. And the reason why we are linking it is this. Imagine that we don't want to type this, account balance comes automatically, right? Developers don't type account balance for customers. What they do is they use API endpoints to get information about users' account details. Do you understand? That is advanced, okay?
Okay.
Yes, but now you need, let's say you create an input box where you ask the customer to type in his or her account balance. You see? And you create the input box in HTML. You do that here. Input, type, and you say equals text. That means number, sorry. Because it's account balance, it has to be a number. It also has to be in double quotes in HTML. But you see, you will need to get this input box where the person is typing the information and send it to JavaScript. So in that case, you must give this input tag an ID or a class. ID equals ACC account capital BAL balance. You don't want to add space when you are creating that. So you have created an ID. All right. Now, this account balance, we want to get it dynamically. So I just use a new term, which is called dynamic. To be dynamic means automatically, something that works without human effort or assistance. So you can say the site is a dynamic site because user can put in something and they can get their response instantly. So this is a box we have created. We give it an ID. If we go to JavaScript, we have to get this ID. We have to get this ID and push it here. So in that case, JavaScript has a method to do that. So you type document, document. That means documents, HTML document, dot get elements. Get elements is the way we get elements from HTML, all the way from JavaScript. When you use document or get element, you have now automatically sent your signal to this point. Then your JavaScript scripts wait for your next command. How do you want me to get the elements? Document or get elements? Yes. How? Then you open a bracket. In the brackets, you add the double quotes. Sorry, document dot get element by, that is how do you want to get it? By ID. So go to JavaScript, go to HTML and search and get me a document that has ID. What ID name? We will now specify the name of the ID here. ACCTBAL. So get me the ID. Of course, it will get you the ID, which is ACCTBAL. After that, what next? There is a way to get what the user type inside the box of this input element. And that whatever the person types into that box is called value. So document or get element by ID, ACCTBAL dot value. For now, I don't want to cross this point. This is just where I want you to stop. But I want you to use it to do things. You see now, you have created a box here. When you create the box, you give the box an ID called ACCTBAL. And then after that, you use JavaScript to call the elements, and then you specify how you want the elements to be captured, which is by ID, and then you specify the particular ID you are looking for. So JavaScript will run through all your HTML file and search for an ID that matches this name, account balance. When it finds it, it will move from there and check what the person has typed inside it, which is .value. So with that, you can now use this variable name now, because you are storing this information in this variable name. You can just console.log straight away. You can console.log to check what the person have typed into your website. You can just console.log ACC balance. Don't forget, ACC balance. Don't forget that ACC balance is just, ACC balance is this document.getElementID.value. Nothing more. So these are the things I just want you to know for now. Begin by creating a variable, type numbers, console.log the number, and don't forget, if you put two numbers here, if you console.log ACC balance plus second number, if both of them are number, it will add them automatically inside the console.log for you. So that's it. I'm not going to take your time anymore, but I'm going to stop here so that before you go to bed, please reflect on it when you go back to bed or early in the morning. Reflect, try to reflect. It is reflecting, that process of reflecting or trying to remember what you learned yesterday is what helps you to keep on moving, and you will be able to do better. It won't be difficult. But if you learn it, you forget it. I know it's not easy, you have work to do. But if you just put it in your head a little, just if you are working or you are doing things, you have spare time, think of console.log. Create a variable, x equals 10, console.log x. Create another variable, y equals 16. Okay, console.log y. Then ask yourself, can I add x and y using the plus sign? Console.log x plus y. Did you get any figure? Yes. Instead of me typing 10 inside x, can I create an input so that when the user inputs something, I can take that value as my new value for x. And I can create another input tag for y, then push both x and y side by side and still get the answer. And that's how calculators are made. Calculators are made using so many buttons. You create so many buttons and then you give them different IDs. When the user types in, click any of those buttons, you get the value that the user clicks, and then you add it to the next value the user click. Okay, sir. Any questions, sir?
No question. But I want to find out, when can I get the video so I can just watch it again?
Okay, please, sir. I'll send the video on Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Not tomorrow morning, but if I do it tomorrow morning, I'll let you know.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Yes, sir, because tomorrow around 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m., I'm going to the island.
Okay.
If not, I could have just done it. I could have go ahead and do it at that time, but I will not be sitting down on my laptop to do those things. So bear with me when I return. Maybe if I return early or maybe about Friday morning, I'm available. I can do it. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so this weekend, hopefully we can create a tip, just a small app that can user can type his salary. When the user type his salary, we will tell the user to type in a figure for his tax. When the user type in his figure for his tax, we will pick the user's salary, multiply it with the percentage of the task, then we'll tell the user this is your salary for the month. That's an app. We'll create that app. Use HTML to create the content with the input tag, use CSS to design the look, then use JavaScript to do the dynamic calculation for us.
Dynamic what?
Dynamic calculation, the dynamic activities of yes, calculating those things automatically.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your time and your patience.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. So in our next class, I will do the code practically. At least it will make a little more sense at that time.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Good night, sir. Yes, sir.
Good night.
Yes.